Welcome to the final segment of DermTV Viewer Question Week for October 2012. Today's episode will feature questions from DermTV.com viewers. Hello, I'm Dr. Neil Schultz, and welcome to DermTV. Today's first question comes from Amy, and she says, I heard for better absorption of facial skincare products, you should apply them when the toner is still damp on your skin. Is that true? Amy, it is true that moist skin that's super hydrated, may absorb products better. But when you think about your toner really doesn't stay moist on your skin very long because by definition, toners are very volatile and they should evaporate. And when you put the toner on your face, you're using some cotton or a thin cotton pad to wipe your skin to remove any excess cells, dirt, debris, or even cleanser that your water didn't remove after you used your cleanser. So there really shouldn't be a period when your toner is wet on your skin. You wipe the toner off with all of the impediments to absorption of other products that your toner is designed to remove, and then your skin is dry. Then you apply your next skincare product. So you really don't do it when your skin is wet from toner, but it is true that that skin that has a lot of moisture in it can absorb other products better, depending on the products, of course. Next question is from Jennifer, and it's a little long, but it's a very good question. I listened to your answer regarding which product should be put on the face first, moisturizer or sunscreen. You suggest sunscreen before moisturizer, but does the order of these two products have to do with the type of sunscreen being used? I read on Oprah that a chemical sunscreen, one that contains oxybenzone or avobenzone, when she's really talking there about carbon-based sunscreen ingredients, should go on before moisturizer, which is absolutely correct. And a sunscreen with a physical block like titanium dioxide or zinc oxide should be applied after a moisturizer. Please clear this up for me. I really enjoy your DermTV.com. Well, thank you very much, Jennifer. So we all agree, Oprah agrees, you agree, I agree, that a chemical-based sunscreen should go on first. The business with physical-based sunscreens, the zinc and titanium, they should also go on first. They'll work better. They, unlike the first type of sunscreen, unlike the traditional chemical sunscreens, they can work if they're not applied first, if they're applied on top of other skincare products. But they won't work as well as they will if they're applied before your other skincare products. Because think of it this way. If you apply it first, it's on a nice, flat, even surface on your skin. If you apply it on top of another sunscreen product, there'll be little mounds and little accumulations of that other product that won't allow the physical sunscreen to have as much thickness as it has in other areas, and therefore it may not reflect out the damaging UV rays as well as it will if you put it on first. So I'm going to stick to my premise that all sunscreens should be applied before all other skincare products, with very few exceptions, such as certain spot acne treatments. Next question is from Sierra, and she says, if you use a self-tanner on your face, will it blend your pigmentation and make your face even, or will it make that discoloration stand out? Sierra, that really depends on whether or not you've been exfoliating. So if you're not exfoliating your facial skin and you use a self-tanner, then the areas that are darker, which have additional dead cells, are going to grab more of the self-tanner, and they are going to get darker out of proportion to the surrounding skin. So in that case, if you're not exfoliating, you're going to get, it's going to create more contrast and make those dark spots look even darker. If you're exfoliating regularly, then as a result of removing those extra layers of dead cells, everywhere on your skin, but also on the areas where you have the extra pigmentation, you're going to get a much more even absorption of the self-tanner, and therefore it's going to help those dark spots blend into your complexion. So there are an awful lot of reasons why I say that exfoliation is the single most important therapeutic procedure you can do for your face on a regular basis, and making self-tanners apply more evenly is just one of them. Bell asks, if using chem-free sunscreen, if you're using it, what % of zinc oxide, titanium dioxide is needed to be considered effective? Bell, I have great news. We don't have to get caught up in the % of zinc and titanium. I have some products that have physical blockers in them at 2%, some at 10%, but the percent doesn't matter to you. The only thing that matters to you is what the SPF is on the label, because the SPF takes into account efficacy. So as long as the SPF is at least 15 to 30, regardless of the proportion or percentage of the physical blocker ingredients, it's going to do what you want it to do. And all chem-free sunscreens will be UVA or broad spectrum blockers because it reflects all the UV rays. But it still is going to say, even with a chem-free physical blocker, SPF X to X with UVA protection or broad spectrum protection. So the important number here is the SPF. It's not the percent of those physical blocker ingredients. Carmelita asks, "Hi, Dr. Schultz. I'd like to ask if shampoos and conditioners can cause hair loss." Good news, Carmelita. They can't. It's really tough from the outside to use any product that's going to cause hair loss. I imagine that we can find something that does, but in terms of conventional products for hair care, I just have never heard of any that can make your hair fall out. Internal medications can do it, but not hair care products. Rubbing and twirling and pulling your hair can do it, but not hair care products. So enjoy the hair care products that you're using. Today's last question comes from Sarah, and she says, "I know you stress the importance of using antioxidants as part of a good skincare regimen. There are so many products out there claiming to have lots of antioxidants. How do I choose the best antioxidant serum for my skin type? Should I not purchase an antioxidant that comes in a clear bottle?" Let's start at the end. You never want an antioxidant that comes in a clear bottle, because the clear bottle will let UV rays get into the bottle and destroy the antioxidants, since they will absorb the UV rays that come through the glass, and therefore that will inactivate your antioxidant. In terms of how do you choose the best one, well, you need to know your skin type, so of course it has to be in a vehicle that's appropriate. But given that you're doing that, you want to get an antioxidant that comes from a reputable, well-known company. That's the best assurance of quality control. Then you want to look at ingredients. Vitamin A is a great antioxidant. Vitamin E is a great antioxidant. And I think vitamin C is the best topical antioxidant. So I like vitamin C-based products. And in particular, I like the vitamin C ingredients that are either tetrahexadecyl ascorbate or methylsilyl ascorbate. I think those are the two best because they penetrate better and they're more stable and less irritating. So I think it's really a question of brand integrity and the particular ingredients that you're looking for. Well, that's it for this month's Viewer Question Week. And don't forget, the subjects from so many DermTV episodes come from your questions, which are great. So please keep sending them in, and I'll keep answering as many of them as I can. Please join me again at dermtv.com. If you have a question, please send it to me by visiting dermtv.com/question. I'm Dr. Neil Schultz, and thank you for watching today.